So, when you talk about money, it is such an important thing. But unfortunately, that is something which which was not taught to us in schools, colleges, or for that matter, even medical colleges. So today, I'm going to talk about your financial fitness and how important is it, while you're doing your practice, how important is financial fitness for you? Well, so when I talk about physical fitness, there are a few things which are very important. That's more like a foundation of your physical health, like your cardio health, your strength, your flexibility, your warm-up discipline, and your stress management. These are the 5 pillars of your physical health. So now what I'm going to ask you is, you have a notepad and a pencil. So I want you to rate yourself on 0 to 10 on each area. All right? So starting with your cardio health, can your money endure an emergency? Do you have 6 to 12 months of your expenses in an emergency fund? Something which you can liquidate immediately. Rate yourself on 0 to 10. Strength, talking about your financial strength. Are all your risks covered? Do you have enough health? Do you have enough term insurance? And do you have enough indemnity insurance? More importantly, with the increase in your income, do you keep reviewing it? Do you keep rebalancing it? Rate yourself from 0 to 10. Flexibility. Is your portfolio balanced and diversified? Do you have all your investments into fixed deposits and real estate? Or is it well diversified across different asset classes according to your risk appetite and your risk tolerance level? The warm-up discipline. Do you track your monthly cash flow or a net worth? I work with a lot of doctors and I help them streamline their finances. And a lot of times I have seen that, they don't really give enough time to their finances. And this is very important because along with being a great professional, you also have to be a great entrepreneur because your jobs are irreplaceable. Again, the next important thing, stress management. Do you sleep well knowing your finances are organized, or is it all haphazard? Have you made a will for yourself? Do you have a succession plan in place? If you've done rating yourself from 0 to 10 on each of the parameter, let's go to the scoreboard. You can total it up, and if your score is, you can find out for yourself, are you in a risk zone? Are you in a progress zone? Or are you in a stronger zone? Now, if you're in a risk zone, that means you're not really tracking your finances well. You're in a progress zone, which means there is a scope of improvement. And if you're in a stronger zone, that is a great thing. You should continue to do that. Again, there are some myths, especially when I'm talking about women. They feel that personal finance is too complicated. It's not. If you give little time on a monthly basis, maybe just 2 hours every month, within a year, you will actually, I won't say you will master it, but you will be able to make your own decisions. I will invest when the time is right. We keep waiting, we keep procrastinating, but that is the most important thing, and that costs you actually millions. Investing is too risky. People think FDs are safe. People think, real estate is safe. But whenever you're investing, just think what is the return that you're getting over and above inflation. If your portfolio, consolidated portfolio, is generating return equivalent to inflation, then your money is not growing, you're just keeping pace with inflation. Again, when I talk about physical fitness, warm-up, the financial analogy to it is make sure that you track your cash flows, your net worth. When you track that on a regular basis, that acts as your financial fitness tracker, giving you a real-time insight into your progress and ensuring that you stay on course. It's your dashboard for your financial health. When I talk about financial cardio basically, helps in the overall heart health. Now, same thing when I talk about finances. An emergency fund and a buffer money acts as your financial heart monitor. ensuring you can withstand unexpected shocks without distress. This is your financial lifeline. And it is important to tag it as an emergency fund and keep it out of your sight. Whenever emergency hits, you don't need to just pull out money from your portfolio or investments where you have not really tagged it as an emergency fund. When I talk about financial strength, people often ignore it. But as I said, term insurance as per your human life value. When you talk about ultra HNIs, because I work with a lot of them, they use insurance as a tool to, create a legacy. They use insurance as an asset. And they plan it so well that if their net worth is, I'm just giving an example, 50 crores, they make a point that after them, they create another 50, 100 crores for their next generation through insurance. Health insurance, I don't have to talk about it. You know how the medical costs are rising. It is important for you to have enough amount of health insurance. And one more thing which is missing out here is indemnity insurance. That's the way you cover your professional risk. Whenever you buy an insurance as a doctor, it is important that you buy under Married Women Property Act because there are professional risks which you have. And again, it is important to have a core portfolio and a satellite investments. When you have a mix of both, that is going to actually diversify your wealth. Personal finance, when I talk about distressing yourself, physical analogy, we go for recovery, vacations, we practice mindfulness. But same thing, when I talk about your finances, it is important to review it every 6 months. Don't keep on, looking at the apps and checking on the values. That's not really going to help. And automation is the most important thing. So these are the two things which will actually help you distress your finances. So it said fit body serves patience, but fit money serves your future. And it is important that you start thinking about it, start giving some time for it. And today I'm here to offer you a wealth X-ray, okay? You can't go back and change the beginning, but you can decide to change where you are today, and you can make a new beginning, even if you're late, because doctors have a different life cycle, the work life cycle as compared to other professionals. As doctors, you know the power of medical imaging. MRI or an X-ray reveals what the eyes can't see and often saves lives. Imagine if the same clarity could be applied to your money. That's exactly what our wealth X-ray does. It scans your finances, detecting debt tumors, cash flow constraint, and wealth blockages, showing where you stand and where you want to be. Based on our expertise and your information, we create a financial diagnosis report followed by prescription and a long-term care plan for your money. Well, the best time to start was yesterday, but the next best time is today. So anybody who wants to get a wealth X-ray done, this is a QR code. You can just scan it. You can express your interest, and we can take it forward. So that's the QR code. There are also connects given. That's pretty much it from my side. Thank you so much.